Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's special day because finally I get to unbox these beauties here. My new batch of Pour Monsieur. Now, for those of you who have not seen yet, I highly recommend you go check my top 5 perfumes for the month of June 2020 if you want to hear more about Pour Monsieur. And well, I'm not going to give it away. It's a special top 5 fragrances for the month of any month that I've done so far. For those of you who don't know, June is also the month of my birthday. By the time you watch this video, or by the time this video will be uploaded, my birthday would have passed. So right now, as we're talking, it's after my birthday. Or it depends. If you find this video a couple of years from now and you're watching it anew, you might just be watching it on the day of my birthday. See how time... It's bizarre. Time is very bizarre. Let's get to this one first. This is the, and I already used this. This one doesn't come in foil. It comes wrapped just in its paper. This is the Deodorant Stick. Now, I've used this. I didn't unbox it. I mean, I didn't unbox it for the first time ever in front of the camera because it doesn't have a foil, so we don't need that special foliage breaking seal, blah, blah, blah. And I also wanted to test it out for you guys so that I can have something to say about it. This is batch code 3302. That's not gonna, or will it? There. Anyway, it smells divine. It's amazing. It's only available in Chanel boutiques. This one, when you use it, it's kind of difficult to. It smells really good. You can only get it in the Chanel beauty boutiques or in Chanel online. It's not, doesn't have a distribution anymore in shops, in authorized retailers. However, anyway, I really wanted to try because I love Pour Monsieur so much. And I have to say it is amazing. It's great. It lasts a very short period of time. I usually use, since many years now, I've been using the Nivea I've been using a spray by Nivea that is like, that doesn't leave traces on clothes. So it's anti-trace, anti-perspirant, anti-trace. I don't know what's it called. Because I've had this issue in the past, many years ago. I've been always using deodorants that leave some sort of residue. So after wearing t-shirts, white t-shirts, but any t-shirt really, and I tend to wear stuff, I mean, I wear it once, then I wash it, but I wear things until they don't break. I'm not the type of person who just buys new, wears it twice, throws it away. No, I wear something until it tears apart and rips apart. That's just who I am. And I think it's better for the environment that way too. But anyway, so with other deodorants, I've had this issue that they leave a wax trace in the armpit area and you can't wash that away. It just becomes a hard chunk of yellow wax after some time. Always had this issue with all deodorants except the Nivea anti-trace, whatever it's called, version. Really great, but since I've been using it for many, many years, I have the feeling my body got used to it. So lately I've realized that it doesn't, usually it says like it lasts 48 hours. Anyway, take a shower every day, so whatever, it doesn't matter. But I don't know, I noticed like I was a bit irritated by its smell after so many years. I don't know what it is. So I wanted to take a break from it for a second and I thought, okay, why not give this a go? It's not the cheapest, it's quite expensive for a deodorant, and I thought, well, let's give it a go. So my first issue with it is, not even a day after, depends how much you're sweating, not even a day after you start, I smell myself, and I don't like that. I smell my sweat. Some people find that super kinky. I don't. I do not like the smell of sweat because it immediately associates me to the smell of bacteria, because I think, well, if it's starting to smell bad, that means bacteria are there. So you gotta wash. Anyway, that's just me. But anyway, so this one doesn't last that much in that department. It has alcohol. It doesn't have aluminum. I don't think it does. Alcohol, propylene, water, perfume, sodium palmitate, sodium stearate, palmitic acid, stearic acid, limonene, cetyl alcohol, a lot of alcohols, linalool. I'm looking if there is any aluminum, coumarin, Evernia furfuracea, tree moss extract. Yoo-hoo, we got our tree moss. Hexacinnamyl, no. There's no aluminum. Now, I know aluminum is cancerogenous in many ways. It's not advised to be used in this area for breasts and stuff like that. So for men too, not just women. So I'm saying, you know, but I've been using it for decades. because the Nivea version, the Nivea spray that I have has aluminum, but doesn't have alcohol. I don't think it does. Not so sure. But this one has alcohol. So anyway, what I want to say is when you apply it, you feel it stings a little. It has the alcohol, right? But it doesn't keep away the smell very long. Second issue, potential issue, because I've been only using it for over a week now. I'm afraid that because it's a stick, that it might, you know, leave that waxy trace. I really hope it doesn't, but this is how it looks like. My face. So if we roll it open, yeah, that's the color of it and that's how it looks like. So who knows, you know? I don't know. And I, quite frankly, I'm thinking to myself, oh geez, do I really want to use t-shirts, like risk it and then have this waxy trace? I'm noticing that this turned a bit yellow. Is that the glue inside? There's like a yellowy residue on the top there. Child, focusing is a mess. I don't know, do you see that? Wait, I need a light. I need to catch the light. So you see that up there somewhere? It's kind of like a yellow stain. I think it's the glue that's underneath the plastic cap. But you never know. Anyway, so this is a potential issue for me. And first of all, for the price, I expect it to be a bit more, I don't know, long lasting on the skin. But even that's fine. I mean, you could just take a shower every day and then by the time its effect is gone, you're going to reapply. I just don't want the stain. So please, if anybody knows, let me know in the comment section down below if you have issues with this one. If you're applying it every day, does it leave stain, or for that matter, any male Chanel stick deodorant? I say male because for women they do no stick, they just do sprays for women. For men they do spray and stick. Although I'm not so sure they do still Pour Monsieur as a spray. I don't think so. They used to. They used to do also on Teos, spray and stick. Anyway, let me know if you have any issues, if you've been I'm losing it. If you've been using it for many years and you have that wax residue under the armpits of your t-shirts. Okay, that's that. Now let's get to this one. Okay, so I have another batch here just to compare colors. 0301, my 50 ml that I use for travel, but since I've kind of exhausted all my other bottles, I have approximately 10 of them. That's how much I love Pour Monsieur. This is the one that has the biggest amount of liquid still in it that we can compare the colors. So the batch code 3 something is kind of this greenish, the frame. You can see it against the white t-shirt, the white shirt the best. It's a very particular type of green. Now, Pour Monsieur, the newest batch, which is, we don't know, 4391, I would say, 4301. Let's open it and see what it is. The back of the box still states that this one has oak moss, or in this case, oak moss. Now, oak moss extract. Did they use oak moss here as well? No, they used tree moss here. They are slightly different, tree moss and oak moss. But here's to you, IFRA, who's trying to forbid the usage of natural oak moss in perfumes so that people have to buy artificial oak moss. The amount that it's allowed in Europe as of now is very, very low. That's why I wish, but in America, the IFRA regulations don't apply. So I wish that this one would be produced in America so we could get that abundance of tree moss. Chanel, if you're listening, I know you do tend to produce some of your perfumes in America. It would be kind of good to transfer the production of this one into America, because then you could do that abundance of oak moss that we're so used to and so much love from our Pour Monsieur. Now, you still have oak moss in here, but it's reduced substantially to what it used to be in the past. First thing I notice when I unbox this, there is no little paper foil. Now, if you check out my other video, my top 5 perfumes for the month of June 2020, you will notice that I showed you a little leaflet that used to come in the packaging of these perfumes, and the leaflet would be here on top. You pull it out and it says, from batch to batch, your Pour Monsieur changes color. That's because we only use natural ingredients. The change of color from batch to batch doesn't mean slight different shades of green and brown and yellow. Doesn't mean that your perfume is any different or less good. It just means that the ingredients, the harvests of that year have changed. Normally, it's natural. We don't have that little piece of paper anymore. I'm so surprised to see what color this liquid, So it's lost. The last batch I had was more kind of yellowy brown. This one, let's compare. It's still yellowy brown when compared to this batch. By the way, this one smells divine. You can see that there's a substantial difference. This one has more kind of a yellowy hue to it. This one is more green. There's, I guess, I don't know, 8-7 years apart. I know that the batch codes, you know, these thousands repeat every 10 years, but I think it's shorter than that as of late. I'm kind of noticing they're quicker in going through them. So you could see the definite difference in color. This one being more kind of a green and this one being more yellowy hue. Still, I used up my other bottle of Pour Monsieur, so I can't really tell you. I can't show you. I mean, I only have photos of it. You could check out my video. I did the unboxing of the other bottle of Pour Monsieur as well. I mean, I'll put the link maybe in the card section up here, as well as in the description box under the video. But you can see definitely, of course, on video colors change and stuff. But trust you me, it was way more brown yellow than this. So doesn't matter. Another thing that I've heard is that they touched base on the correction of the sprayers on top. I'm looking forward to that. Seems like they elevated it a little bit, but not by much. I don't think that issue has been corrected. Issue being with the 100 ml sprays, when you spray the liquid out, it leaves a huge residue of perfume here because the sprayer is too close to this. So it sprays some perfume there. So you got to wipe it off clean every time you use it. We're going to see if that's the case. I'm so excited. I love Pour Monsieur so much. Okay, but let me move away all these bottles that are here so we don't get them wet. Okay, let's test it. Yeah, you see? Wait, let me spray some more. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? We're going for it. I'm in heaven, you guys. I wish we had Odorama. Smell it, you guys. Smell it. It's amazing. But the problem is this. They did not correct this issue. I hate when they do this. You can't really see it. It literally leaves all of the perfume. I'm going to cover my face. Move to the center, Dacob. Thank you. Okay, now you think I'm crazy because you can't see it. Oh my God. Anyway, all of this on this area here. So I usually take my shirt and I wipe it off, whatever is left, so I have a little bit of perfume on my shirt. But you can see, damn it, come on. Be my friend, camera and lights, show us all the delights. There, you see it? There it is, there it is. And then you wipe that clean and then it's gone. But if you don't, and you keep using your perfume and you never wipe the skin, some perfume falls down here on this little step as well. So irritating. Let me clean it off. It sedimentates with time. You just get that residue, and I hate that. I always clean it off. Okay, so the smell itself, I still love it. You can smell the difference. It's a different batch. It's less warm. Let me see if there's a paper maybe on the inside. No, Chanel literally does not give us any papers anymore to tell us how natural their perfume is. It's different. It's less warm. This batch, which is 4301, starts off very light. Bergamotti light. I need more of it. The sprayer, it diffuses it everywhere. So it's kind of really hard to do a puddle spray on your hand. Which, let me do. This is like water to me. I know I'm going to go through this bottle like in a month. But it's interesting. It's new. But guys, don't be surprised. Don't think like, oh my God, is this a good batch? Is it a bad batch? With every batch I've had throughout my whole life that I've been purchasing these, over 10 of them, each and every one of them was slightly different in smell. So it's fine. For me, it's always so exciting to rediscover it, to find out a new facet in it, to see what they've done to it. It's more oceany. This one smells like you're on the seaside or at the ocean, and it feels oh God, it's so good. It feels breezy. It's as if you're at the beach, but it's like a pebbly. It's not a sand beach, you know. It's one of those European beaches that are not sandy. A lot of like a Greek beach, for example. They have a lot of those rocky beaches or pebbly beaches, and then you have those typical Mediterranean type of trees, which are like they're also evergreens, but their needles are much longer. They kind of grow lower. Very popular in photography and painting of the 50s. They would depict those trees. They kind of like don't grow very tall, but they expand very wide, and they grow very close to the ocean or to the sea. So imagine being there. You're smelling the salt of. There's the breeze, hints of breeze from the sea, Mediterranean in this case, not ocean, but more sea, and you have that salty smell in the air with that breeze. Like we're shortly before sundown, so it's a bit cooler outside, not too hot. This is a cooler one, it's not a hot one, and that breeze is kicking in. You smell the salty ocean and you feel the waves, you know, hitting, and then you have those trees behind you that I just spoke about, and they emanate a particular type of smell as well. And those two, the ocean saltiness and that tree together, that's what this smells like right now. And it's very cooling and very salty. Very different from this one, which is warmer from the get-go. Let me spray it here on the... Yeah, this one is more... It's like we're cutting closer. We're cutting immediately straight to hints of what the dry down will be. I'm really curious how the dry down is going to... Oh, God, it's so good, you guys. I don't know what it is about Pour Monsieur. Now, let's get slowly... I mean, you know, I've done a review of this one. I've done so many videos on Pour Monsieur. I've done the Eau de Parfum review. I've done the Eau de Toilette Concentrée review. I've done the comparison between the Concentrée and the Eau de Parfum. So you can find all those videos on my channel. But I don't know what it is about this perfume. You know, Chanel used to say, or she's quoted to have been said, that Pour Monsieur is her equivalent of Chanel No. 5. Now, since then, what was she supposed to say back then? She had male friends that use Chanel No. 5, but you know, the times weren't ripe enough to state that a perfume is unisex, that it has no gender. So she didn't say it officially in the news or whatever, or whenever she was giving an interview, but No. 5 is a unisex fragrance. However, Pour Monsieur being the only male targeted to men, because it's called for the gentleman, Pour Monsieur, fragrance in the Chanel range that was released during her lifetime, being it the only male version, of course, she said it's the counterpart to Chanel No. 5. And she loved it so much, and she said, you know, we don't need anything else. In fact, this is the reason why I say we do not need Bleu de Chanel. We do not need Egoiste, even though I love it so much. We do not need Anteos, even though I love it so much. This is better than all of them. By light years. It's not old smelling. I don't know why some people define it as, oh, it's, you know, it's a perfume from the 50s. It came out in 1955, the same year the 255 bag came out. And a lot of people say that, yeah, it smells like what our dads or grandpas used to wear. No, it doesn't. Not at all. I mean, my dad wore totally different type of perfumes than this. He loved Tabak. He loved Old Spice in a certain period of time. He loved Dune Pour Homme. I got him Allure Pour Homme. He loved that as well. And he also liked to wear Le Male from time to time when he knew he was going somewhere where an intense fragrance like that could be accepted. But Le Male, I got him onto Le Male. I got him onto Allure Homme. So, you know, he just loved Tabak was his kind of thing. Anyway. To me, it's timeless. I know that people say it's a Chypre, so hence it has a particular type of formulation, so it's made in the years when it has a smell of those years. To me, it doesn't. It transcends all of that. Want because maybe some, because they alter slightly the ingredients from batch to batch, from year to year, from regulation change to regulation change, but it doesn't matter. What's important is its DNA is preserved. I recognize immediately that it's Pour Monsieur. It smells different on every single person I've smelled it on. You never really know it's that perfume. On other people, on yourself, you recognize it immediately. That's so magical about it. And it's just freaking timeless. It reminds me of beach in this case, of the sun, not too much sun going down, but the salty breeze. And then other versions of it remind me more of being in a forest in the morning. Some versions of it remind me of walking towards the desert. I mean, it depends all on the batch codes. And how can that have a time? This perfume is so now time specific. It is timeless and genderless too. So all you ladies out there, trust you me, this would be amazing for you too. I'm going to have to dig deeper into it. I don't know if this is going to warrant, if this particular batch code is going to warrant an in-depth review. I'm going to need to use it for several days, maybe even weeks, to kind of like tickle out, I need time. I needed to develop. I needed to give me what it has. What is it hiding? What's inside the shrine of Pour Monsieur? What's the dry down like? All of this is going to take me days. So I might get back to it. But for now, I can say batch code 4301 is salty, watery, more head note heavy rather than base note heavy. So if you're into that, go for it. Otherwise, wait for another batch code. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, thumb it up. Reminding you again, let me know about the deodorant stick, if it leaves traces or not on your t-shirts after many, many, many months of use, or weeks. Even worse would be immediately if it leaves traces. And subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Don't forget to click the notifications button as well so you get notified when new videos get uploaded. And also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together. Since a short period of time, I've also initiated 2 new Instagram profiles. One is called Coco Chanel Privé, and one is called Coco Chanel is in my house. Coco Chanel Privé is all about Coco's life, everything that led up to January of 1971, which is when she passed away. So all the photos you would see there were shots during her life. It's like time traveling into the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and early 70s. It's like Coco's own. I mean, I'm curating it, I'm making it obviously, but I'm just dedicating it all to her. So it's really a time lapse, a lot of black and white photos there as well. And then Coco Chanel is in my house is dedicated only to my obsession about Chanel the brand, not just Coco Chanel the person. So Coco Chanel the person is Coco Chanel Privé. Coco Chanel is in my house is Chanel the brand. My collection, the pieces I buy, research I do on Chanel, Karl Lagerfeld, Virginie Viard, Guy Bourget, and Coco, the 4 main designers that have worked for the House of Chanel. Henri Robert, by the way, is the nose behind this perfume. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye.